let's do this. We are streaming Cashe Refresh with Yankee Flatline and Barbarian. And the players are just getting started. Ooh, it's a spicy one for us. It is Kate McCaffrey and Spark. Gonna make things a little bit bigger on the screen for you. I am very excited. Looks like both our players have got really relevant cards in their hand. We've got an advertisement in the form of Maryland campaign for our Corp player, and we've also got, oh, it looks like Yankee Flatline went ahead and mulliganed away a Parisha. In fact, both players mulliganed. Excuse me, Barbarian did not. So we've got Maryland campaign rezzed, and now Yankee Flatline is down a credit on their first turn. Very strong start for Barbarian, in my opinion. They've got good cards in their hands in terms of Bull Moose, a bunch of Parasites, those are always really good. We'll see how LLDS Memory Diamond works for them. 2 Parasites, gonna take down some ice at some point. For their last click, you gotta expect, I don't even know. Draw to toss some stuff to Bull Moose it, maybe? A Parasite goes in the bin. Maybe the Memory Diamond goes in as well. Oh, the Levy goes into the bin. Gonna change the screen again. So it looks like Yankee draws into a Red Herrings, but decides to install advance, a breaking news, putting them at 1 point. Back over to Yankee Flatline with Kate McCaffrey, and Yankee's going to draw twice, install a clone chip for free, and on their last click, gaining a credit and discarding a Bull Moose. Back to Barbarian. Up to 5 credits from the Maryland campaign. Just drew into 2 more advertisements and launch campaign and a pad campaign going down for Barbarian. Looks like Yankee Flatline's going to get sucked down by 2 credits. Not going to feel good. So at 4 credits, Yankee draws. Hits a Diesel. Draws again with a click. Hits a feedback filter. Finally drops a Bull Moose. And probably plays the Diesel here just to get even more cards into... Nope, just gains a credit and discards the feedback filter. Back over to Barbarian, res on the pad campaign, lots of money coming in, total of 5 credits this turn, and on the next turn. Has drawn into some powerful ice in the form of the crazy barrier that gives tags and stuff. Sorry I missed the name on that one, but no agendas. Back over to Yankee. Bull Moose, gaining 2 credits, playing the Diesel, drawing into Sure Gamble, more Diesels, and a Gordian Blade. No aggression out of Yankee Flatline as of yet. Goes ahead and plays another Diesel, hits a Beth, Kilrang, Chang, and a Deuces Wild. Beth comes down, possibly Deuces here. No, installs an Akamatsu Mim chip, getting the most out of the Kate McCaffrey ability. Discards a Gordian Blade, and is it going to be the Memory Diamond? Gotta expect, at least that's what I would be throwing away. I'd be pitching that thing. Let's see, still thinking about it. Ends up discarding Maker's Eye, holding on to the Memory Diamond. Back over to Barbarian. Uses Maryland campaign to shuffle it back into the deck, draws into a hard-hitting news. That's going to hurt at some point. Clicks to draw, draws a global food, and drops what I think is a Red Herrings into the bottom of server 5, preparing to install advance the global food on their next turn. Yankee is seriously hurting for credits. Goes ahead and bull mooses a feedback filter. Beth draws into a magnum opus. That's got to feel good. Deuces wild comes down, gains 2 credits, draws 2 cards. Those are an Inti and a sacrificial construct. Yankee gains a credit, 2 clicks left, and drops the magnum. That's going to really help out on the money front. Also drops the sacrificial construct. And I am just adjusting some stuff on my end, getting some feedback about the music. And this should be much more palatable for everybody. Thank you for that feedback, really appreciate that. Helps keep me in line. Alright, back in the game. Still on Yankee's turn. Looks like 2 clicks of Magnum and a sure gamble brings me Yankee up to 10 credits. And Barbarian is gonna score the Global Food Initiative up to 4 points. Yankee sitting at 0. And back over to Yankee. Draws into a Cipher from Beth Kilrain Chang. An incredibly powerful card. Let's see. Yep, it comes down. Gonna make breaking almost anything perfectly trivial, especially with Parasite. If it were me, I would same old thing, a Maker's Eye. Yep, there we go. And it is a special offer. They lose a credit from the Spark ability. And Yankee Flatline lets the subroutine fire, accesses 3 cards. Are they going to get some points? Yes, they get the Astro, the one-of Astro. That's a good get, especially since Barbarian has no agendas in hand. They also get a 15 minutes. That will probably be taken away from them at some point here. Yankee opts to draw and discard an Inti. Back on Barbarian's side, they draw more advertisements and also have a hard-hitting news and a Friends and High Places in hand. You gotta think it's gonna be the Archangel on R&D, the Pan campaign, and then the Friends. Excuse me, and then the hard-hitting news. Thinking about it. There's a slight possibility that Yankee would be able to clear all of the tags if Beth triggered either the gain a credit at 5 to 9 credits or the gain a click at 15 or above. So this hard-hitting news needs to bring Barbarian down in between the 10 and 15 range so that Beth will draw the card and Bull Moose will not give them enough credits to clear all 4 tags. And Barbarian is in that range at 11 credits. Yankee decides to spend 6, bankrupting themselves. There is a pad campaign on the table for Barbarian, and I bet as soon as Yankee gets any credits, Barbarian will res the pad campaign to put just a little bit more pressure on the runner. No res from the pad campaign, and Yankee is gaining credits with Magnum Opus up to 8 credits. Sizable amount. A clone ship is still on the tables, meaning that Cipher can just nuke a piece of ice. And all that single ice centrals are going to be porous if Yankee chooses to go that direction. Back over to Barbarian. 2 credits coming in from pad campaigns and drawing into a breaking news. Scoring the breaking news puts them at 5 points. a great place to be. And they go ahead and do it. Back over to Yankee. Gotta expect a credit coming in from Beth, and credits coming in from Bull Moose. Bull Moose has made, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 credits over the course of the game. And Yankee is using Magnum twice, up to 11 credits. And is now running on server 5, wants to clear out whatever defensive upgrade is in here. Barbarian reses a Turnpike, gonna hit the runner for another credit. And will Yankee respond to the trace or attempt to break the ice? Nope, looks like the trace is gonna fire. Kind of expect this to land the tag, which will just be removed later. Question now is, will Barbarian res the giant data ward, I think is what the ice is called? Looks like no, not going to res the data ward. And Yankee is into the server, accessing the red herrings, and going to trash that one. Having that out of the way gives Yankee a lot of breathing room. And an Aesop's comes down, and between Bull Moose and Aesop's, Yankee will have no problem beating any hard-hitting news that comes down. Back over to Barbarian, draws into a Data Raven, needs to find the last agendas. Will they click to draw? Can be a risky thing to do, but if that's the way that you're going to win the game, might as well do it. Instead, opts to install a Data Raven on their scoring server and clicks for a credit. Plays Friends in High Places for launch campaign and probably the red herrings. Yep, red herrings goes back into server 5. And Barbarian also reses the launch campaign to hit Yankee for another credit. Let's see how many times. It looks like Spark has hit 7 times. Pretty good stuff. Beth pulls in just a credit. Yankee draws into an Equivocation. What a wonderful card. Equivocation comes down, and is it going to be a run on R&D? Yep, run on R&D. Will Barbarian res? That's an Archangel. And they do res. It's going to get parasited. A powerful swing for Yankee, if you ask me. Going to equivocate most likely 2 cards, and presumably none of them will be agendas. Let's see. Yankee Flatline reveals CPC Generator, an incredible card for Spark. Forces Spark to draw it, and accesses an unseen card, no points there. Back into R&D for the last click. Reveals a Turnpike, forces the draw on the Turnpike, and accesses what was a closed accounts on the top of R&D. Barbarian sitting with only a Turnpike to defend R&D, and it goes there. Smart moves for sure. The CPC Generator goes into server 8, and preemptive action pulls back, let's see, Special Offer, Archangel, and Friends in High Places. Back over to Yankee. Oh, another res on the CPC Generator. Makes sense, only costs 0 credits for Barbarian. Beth brings in $1, as Barbarian is at 5 credits. And Yankee goes for a run on R&D. The Turnpike gonna fire for Trace 5 and pull a credit out of Yankee Flatline. Barbarian does not boost the Trace, and Yankee does pay 3 to match the strength of 5. Equivocation reveals a Sand City grid, and Yankee Flatline trashes the Sand and clicks 3 times on Magnum Opus. that makes a lot of sense. It's not a comfortable situation to see a stand, something that can win your opponent the game. Sitting on top of R&D, you don't necessarily want to give it to him, but it also hurts to pay 5 credits and give up the equivocation. I wonder how Yankee is going to deal with the Turnpike long term. Back on Barbarian's side, they draw, install an advertisement in server 9 and draw into a Data Raven. Gotta expect Data Raven's gonna go on R&D. Bull Moose removes a same old thing from the heap, very interesting. And a new parasite comes down and blows up the Turnpike, and Yankee's gonna get 3 fires out of equivocation, putting a lot of pressure on Barbarian. Let's see what the revealed card is. Waiting on the revealed card. Players are having a little bit of a dispute over the timing of Cipher, Parasite, and the Turnpike on encounter ability. We'll let them sort that out amongst themselves. I believe that the correct ruling is that... Yep, I believe the correct ruling is that it will not fire because of the priority being on the runner's turn. They are going to consult a judge of some kind. Not sure the procedure on this one. Oh, nope, they're going to let it stand with the on-encounter ability of Turnpike not firing, which I believe is correct. And equivocation reveals, waiting on the equivocation here. And it's still waiting on equivocation. Alright, here we go. Perhaps we're in a... Nope, Yankee Flatline goes ahead and loses the credit from Turnpike, reveals special offer with equivocation, hits a global food as the second card of R&D, and is gonna go back, you gotta think. There it is, another run on R&D. Reveals Friends in High Places, forces the draw, accesses Neck Warranty, and that is the game, folks. GG. Good googly moogly. Barbarian put out a lot of early pressure, really kept Yankee Flatline down in credits, but just took the game away with the equivocation. Let's see if the players are up for another game.